Hello there and welcome back. This is part 2 of creating provider services. In this section, we are going to look at booking options, service booking times, service restrictions, resource bookings, memo reminders, and a few other things. So let's get started right away. If you recall, in the last section, we set up a new provider service called Spiral Perms, and we had set up all the options that pertained to the register, such as displaying in the register, taxes, pricing, expenses, and memos, and a few options. Now we will look at the options that pertain to the appointment book for this particular service. So if we click on booking and look at the general tab, we can specify whether we want to have this service bookable on the appointment book, how often this service should be booked. We can also customize and choose a color that will be displayed on the appointment book for this particular service. We can also choose a code if we want to, a short code to identify this service in the appointment book. If you have the online features activated, we could at this time specify whether we want to allow this service to be booked online, and if there's any memo to be displayed when this service is booked online. Under the timings tab, we specify in general how much time a service provider will need to perform that service in the salon. In our example, for example, we have said that all level 1 stylists will require 30 minutes to start a service, then 20 minutes open to take on the next client, and then 15 minutes to come back and finish the first service. There are other options we can specify, like to allow double booking or not to allow double booking. Once we have done this, we click Save to save that information. Under the Restrictions tab, we can specify on what days and beginning when this service would not be available. So for example, in our example, we have said that for level 1 stylists who perform these services beginning May 23rd on Mondays and Fridays between 9 and 12 p.m., this service will not be available. If we have another service provider group who performs this service and we want to put restrictions, we can go ahead and enter that information also for them. The last two tabs, the Resource tab and the Memo tabs, are optional tabs. In the Resource tab, we can specify any shared resources that would be required to perform this service, such as the wax room or a special equipment that's required. We will look at this later in other sections. In the Memo section, we can specify a memo that will pop up when booking this service in the appointment book. For example, in our case, if this service is booked, a memo will pop up that will say, please call 1 day ahead to confirm the booking. We have now completed the basic setup of a provider service. In the next few upcoming video tutorials, we'll be talking about using the appointment book, adding providers to the appointment book, defining and using shared resources, using facial mapping features of SalonTouch, and some other few things. Thank you for watching and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye now.